everyone, I'm Dana Maybe, and today I am ranking all of I-DLE's eras thus far. I myself have really been enjoying era rankings again lately, and I noticed that there aren't many for I-DLE, especially not recent ones. So I thought, hey, why not do it myself? If you are subscribed to me, which if you are, thank you so much, you know that my era rankings are usually as objective as possible and based on popularity and the public's opinion rather than my own personal opinion. However, as dumb as it sounds, for I-DLE, I really struggle doing that. Maybe it's because they're my old group, but I genuinely do not know how casual listeners or more casual stans look back at their eras. So I decided to just do it differently for once and base the video solely on what I think. But Dana, your opinions suck. I know, I don't care. I will be ranking all aspects of the era, so not only the title track and its stages, but also the B-sides if there are any, the physical album aesthetics, and so on. Okay, I think I've been rambling long enough, let's just get into it. We're immediately starting off with an unpopular opinion. Looking back at it, I Trust really wasn't that amazing per se. Starting off with the title track. I really do like Oh My God, but it didn't satisfy me the way I wanted it to. It feels a bit empty to me. I'm confused as to why this was chosen over Hwaa in 2020. Shuha's verse sounds exactly like her verse in Lion. It feels a bit lazy almost. The only thing I really think is excellent is Minnie's intro and outro. The rest of the album is absolutely top tier though, which is exactly where the problem lies. It was simply too short. 2 new B-sides only? We already knew Lion and the English version was cute but not necessary. My favorite thing about this era was probably the aesthetics. I really loved the true and like concept, and out of all their releases with multiple versions so far, this one was definitely worth getting the most. The stage outfits were a bit mediocre though. Long story short, this era left me wanting more, and not in a good way. People really need to stop sleeping on Dumdi Dumdi. It's low in my ranking, but that's because for it being just a single, it didn't have enough impact. Dumdi Dumdi as a song is a total bop though, and honestly my favorite 2020 summer song. The girls really seemed to enjoy this era as it was more lighthearted and the choreo was fun and easy to follow. The styling in this era was also amazing, honestly. They looked better than they did during Oh My God promotions. Another unpopular opinion, the album packaging was actually quite cute. I liked the yellow-purple look and the concept photos. Oh my god, I still can't get over how pretty they were. Basically, stop sleeping on Dumdi Dumdi. A huge step in the right direction after their weaker 2020. Hwaa isn't my personal favorite title track, but it is definitely good. I enjoyed the comeback overall. The mini album is better than I Trust because it feels more complete, but definitely does not come close to I Am or I Made in my personal opinion. This era wasn't necessarily not memorable, but it didn't leave a big mark either, I feel like. Another critique that I have is that 3 whole versions for this album was a bit too much. They could have gotten rid of the Fire physical album. It was honestly not very pretty, and the Snow and Flower versions already did the era justice enough. Basically, I think this comeback was mediocre. See, the thing with I Made is, do you really hate it, or were you just told that you should? Because I understand if this isn't your favorite, it's definitely not for everyone, but what exactly was bad? Name one thing that was bad. Not something you dislike, but something that was seriously bad. You can't. The entire era is what I would describe as classic I-DLE. It is out of the box and very authentic. The album was a nice follow-up to I Am, with songs that were very refreshing, yet did sound familiar and I-DLE-like. They had their own sound from debut, and this amplified that. Not to mention that this was the start of other members producing aside from just soyeon. I know this isn't the casual listener's favorite, but I-DLE stans should really appreciate I Made for what it is. a great era. I Am remains the strongest album as of right now. I don't think any mini album will overthrow it at this point. We need a full album to top it. Latata isn't my favorite title track, but it's obviously iconic for many reasons, and the fact that many people still consider it the best debut of the fourth generation says enough. The era is flawless, really. Maybe some ugly outfits here and there, but I must say they all fit the look they were going for. You can tell a lot of thought and effort went into this debut. Cube knew what they were doing. You guys know that I am an uh-oh stan, and that isn't for no reason. Let's get the basic facts out of the way first. This is of course their best styling so far, and the music video was perfect. Lyrically, this is I-DLE's best song to date. It is badass, sassy, and in your face. Despite that, it doesn't sound like your typical girl crush comeback. I already said earlier that they are always out of the box, but what I especially appreciate about this comeback is that even for I-DLE, this was a bit non-traditional. Yuqi and miyeon, who at first glance didn't really seem to fit the concept, did really pull their parts off, and they actually added more dimension to the performances with their different types of stage presence. Everyone killed it in this era in different ways, which is what really draws me to it. Here is why Hann is the superior era. The title track is obviously, objectively, the best I-DLE has ever made, and as much as I'd like to stay optimistic, I don't think they ever will top this one. There was truly not one thing that was bad about this era. The styling was gorgeous and very cohesive. It was released at a perfect time, being late summer. All members shined with the right parts. Shuhua was treated like a human with both a nice verse and a dance break. Soojin had red hair. Yuqi rapped. Do I need to continue? Yes, I do. Miyeon was a main vocalist. The distributions were fair. They looked beautiful always. The music video was pretty and had amazing editing. And the era was just simply so good. I hate to break it to you, but if you disagree, you're wrong. I'm right. Han supremacy. So that's already it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which I-DLE era is your favorite in the comments. I hope you all have a lovely day or a lovely night. Bye!